Hello, it's me again. Uh, I've been through a bit of an emotional roller coaster because I was actually waiting for shipment of perfumes to arrive, but they didn't because they were held up at the customs. So finally today I got two notes telling me that my shipment was being detained at the storage facility. So after my work, I hurriedly hopped onto a taxi and went over there to retrieve my loot. I'd like to update what I have today. I'm quite happy. Let me start with the fragrances that came with boxes. This one is my second bottle of the famous Double Dove Crystal Flasson from the house of Nina Ricci, but this one came with its coffret, very nice yellow satin, and the bottle is held in this place, so this is a very almost mint condition, 1 ounce Flasson, I believe. The curious thing is the double doves look different from the first bottle that I acquired, so quite curious there. The second thing I received from another seller is this half-ounce fan-shaped bottle of the famous fragrance Shalimar. The stopper is stuck, so I think tomorrow I'll probably use one of the techniques to loosen it. What I can detect from the smelling the stopper is actually a lot of smoke, so I think it's supposed to be a very smoky fragrance, but it's a really nice mint box. Okay, and the bottle is quite nice as well. Okay, the other box fragrance that I got is this bottle of Extrait, Joy Extrait. I showed you the black 7ml Flasson the other time. This one is, I believe, is 15 mils, although it doesn't really say, and apparently is manufactured in Spain on behalf of the house of Jean Patou. So I'm not sure whether it's the same quality exactly as the one manufactured in France, but it's very nice. A little bit old, smells a bit old, but the familiar scent of roses comes through, identifying it as joy. The loose, okay, I got two minis. These were actually free gifts that I didn't have to pay for. The seller's name is 337KUH on eBay. He's a very good seller, so he welcomed me to eBay with a note in the package, and he actually gave me these two complimentary fragrances. However, I have to confess that I hate both of them. This one is this one is Passion by Elizabeth Taylor. It's a very nice, actually very interesting bottle that looks a little bit like see this, like a woman's head, and glamorous kind of body in a sort of evening gown type of dress. Very interesting design, but it smells very plasticky and artificial to me, so I really hate this one. Apparently I read also that it's very strong. Maybe that's why he sent this to me. Okay, the other one that I have is actually Anais, I don't know whether that's how you pronounce it, by the house of Cacharel. This one is also very a little bit too flowery for my liking. Also a little bit artificial. I don't know how to describe. It's a kind of artificial, sweety sweet kind of fragrance. Extremely floral. So it's like sticking your face in a bouquet of wildflowers, you know. Really very flowery. So I don't really like these two, but I didn't pay for them. So, and these are like adding to my collection of minis, which I don't really collect anyway, so it may be a good thing. The next one is also a mini of the fragrance by Lancome. It's called Poem. This is the 4 mils mini and is the parfum concentration. This one is actually the signature scent of my one of my younger aunts. Yeah, one of my younger aunts. So when I smelled this, I immediately knew that this was her fragrance. Along with this came a larger, I believe this is a 15 mil or 30 mil. This is a 30 mil size of Lancome. This Lancome's Poem. This is the all the parfum. So really, some reviews have described it as being like nail polish, but I find it quite appealing actually. So this is for keeps together with the mini. The next thing, next few things are actually a series of empty perfume bottles that I bid for on eBay because I love the shape. Let's start with this. It's called Prince Machiavelli, and the name of the perfume is Stradivari. Yeah, my camera is really bad, so can't really read. There's nothing much that remains of this scent. The stopper is actually a little bit cracked, if you can see at the top. Yeah, it's in very good condition, and I think I overbid a little bit on this, but the bottle was so interesting, like a crown, you know, king's crown. I can't really detect anything, so I guess it's truly empty without any scent whatsoever. The other one is a bottle by Lalique. I'm not very sure if it's crystal. I hope it is. I can't tell. It used to contain the scent I just showed you just now, L'air du Temps, in the Double Dove flasson. This one is pretty mundane kind of shape, but it's by Lalique, so I think it's quite collectible. The other one is an empty 1/3 ounce bottle of Shalimar. I bid for all these empty bottles in one lot, and this one is smaller than the one I showed you in the box. I really love this bottle regardless of the scent, and it's really interesting, you know, fan-shaped blue stopper. I really love this shape. It reminds you of Arabian Nights or something. Very interesting. Then from the same house of Guerlain, comes this bottle of Mitsuko. Okay, it's quite a dirty bottle, and the insides have not been cleaned at all. So you get a hint of the original fragrance before the user finish it all. It's a kind of mossy kind of scent. I read that this fragrance contains oak moss, and this is a vintage bottle. I believe it could be from the 70s, you know, from the look of it. It still has this string attached, and it's a very interesting oriental shaped bottle. The fragrance itself is also very well known oriental from the house of Guerlain. Interesting bottle. Okay, the last thing is this bottle of eau de cologne. which looks like the bottle of Shalimar that I showed you in my previous video, but this one has a glass conical stopper instead of a metal conical stopper, and a little bit of the fragrance left. This fragrance is very interesting. It smells of vanilla sponge cake, you know, very creamy kind of fragrance, which is totally different from the smoky smell that I got from sniffing the stopper of this Shalimar, which is actually the parfum concentration. This one is the eau de cologne, so it's more appealing, and it reminds me of cake, you know, sponge cake, especially vanilla sponge cake. So it's very nice. Fragrance is a little bit oily, so there's no label, so I can't really positively identify it, because the House of Guerlain actually issued several different fragrances in this kind of bottle, but I'm almost 80% sure it is Shalimar from the vanilla edge of this fragrance. Okay, so I think I've completed my tour of all the different bottles that I received today, so I'm quite happy, and I hope that you will watch my next update probably 2 weeks or so down the road. Thanks for watching, and good night.